So we decode MP3 music on the fly. We generate the audio and the video all with our single chip device. You can hear it here. All a single chip doing everything.
Good morning, ipXchange. We are again here at Embedded World 2024, where we're joined from Mark from Alif Semiconductor, who's going to give us an update on where they're going with their Ensemble product, which we've covered in the past on the platform. But this is just a reminder of what's going on, and then we're going to look at some demos and see what they're up to. So, Mark, over to you.
Guy, always good to see you. This is a great day for Alif Semi. Just an hour ago, we just announced our newest family, the Balletto. So I want to give you a quick update on our existing family, Ensemble. And if you are an embedded developer, embedded systems, what I'm going to show you here is going to change the way you think about how you create your own products. It's not only a line of compatible microcontrollers, but also what we call fusion processors, like combined A cores and M cores and neural processing units. But in the end, now you can do vision apps with machine learning. You can do voice apps. You can do sensor fusion, and not have to go to high-end GPUs. You can do it on these devices with very low power batteries. And just to give you an idea, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 cores, and now this new one that adds Bluetooth Low Energy and 15.4. All of these have an option for a neural processing accelerator. You could use these as basic general purpose microcontrollers, but when you add the features, now you can do some very heavy workloads of machine learning and live for a long time on a battery. We see up to 100x improvements in an inference time on vision applications on our devices compared to previous generation Cortex-M cores. So that's the range of applications that we have.
Very good, very good. So where if we were to look at this range of products here, and if you're being disruptive in the market, where would be the sweet spot in terms of where you'd see these going? Where would be the perfect customer? Who would be our perfect member of our community who would come and knock on your door and say, I need to find out about this Alif Semiconductor stuff. I need to find out about what's going on here. Where would be the absolute sweet spot for you on that?
Yeah, sure. So all these 1, 2, 3, and 4 cores are compatible, but our sweet spot, we see a big attraction right here in the dual core. It's 2 M55 cores, a lower speed and a higher speed, and 2 neural processors. So this side stays awake all the time, listening for a gunshot, a glass break, for example, reading a license plate. Find something of interest, it wakes up this side like a sledgehammer, heavy processing, goes back to sleep. So this is the very battery friendly but very capable device. That's our E3 dual core MCU.
And where do you see that? Where do you see that? So this would be very much the industrial type of applications, or where else would you be looking?
Yeah, we're using this in smart glasses, AR, VR, in security cameras, pre-roll to pre-detect so you don't get false alarms. In audio applications to do vocal locality, to pick out one person out of many in audio. So, and also many general purpose.
So very much where the AI comes in is where the sweet spot of this is.
Exactly.
So if you're looking for AI and ML, this is the area that you'd want to be focusing on.
And the thing is, they live forever on a small battery. That's what's different.
Which is where the low power comes in.
Yeah.
Right, good. And then you're just going to share some demos over here?
Let me show you. So we have audio demos, visual demos, graphics demos, many others. It is a general purpose processor line, but also very special. So this one, for example, is a voice recognition. This is a microwave application. So Voice Genie, defrost a pound of chicken. And of course, it will read that instantly, even with my accent. This is a facial detection. Up to 100 frames per second. It detects many faces simultaneously.
So just a quick question. Are these all the same boards that they would get?
They are.
Just different demos. So you get the same board, and then on it you then get, do you get your own flavour of demo on it? And how does that work?
Yeah, the nice thing about these are our application kits. So they come with one part number, and you can make that part number look like a E1, a E3, E5, E7. You just configure it in software. So you can use the same kit across all these, and you can download all these apps from our website, and you can measure these yourself. You can measure the power.
So you just need one kit,
right?
And then you make everything else available on the website to download, so you can take whichever bit you want
Exactly.
to play with just with the one kit.
Yep, and that kit comes with a display, a camera, 4 microphones, an IMU for motion, so everything you need to develop and measure.
Right.
Yep.
Right. So what else have you got coming along here?
Oh, we've got the graphics capability on the device, so the 2D graphics accelerator and MIPI display, so we can do many types of high-end graphics for menus and even images. This is a whole person that was a facial detection. This is a whole person that could detect up to 20 people at one time, and we do this at 400 megahertz. We're doing this at 63 frames per second. And if you compare that to a 1.5 gigahertz Cortex A72 MPU, it does it only 50 frames per second. So it's much faster, but much less performance. So that would never live on a battery. This lives on small batteries.
Right. Okay. So in terms of our community, and in terms of everything that we do at Embedded World, when you wander around Embedded World, you know the whole of the middle of the show is taken up by these vast semiconductor companies who they believe they own the world. Are they disruptive? That's the big question. If you wanted them to take away, if you wanted our community to take away, let's say 2 or 3 things that they're thinking all the time, they're thinking in the middle of the show with all the companies that we know. Yeah. They're great companies, but they're not necessarily going to be delivering the disruptive stuff. Yeah. Why would if you want somebody to take away from, why should I go and knock on Alif's door? What would be your message to this community? I think
the key is leading edge. So even when these devices, the chips were designed about 4 or 5 years ago, they had the very latest technology. If it's the silicon, the IP, our own technology, and our roadmap will continue to be ahead of our competitors. So we were the first company to have the Cortex M55 plus the Ethos U55 NPU. And we'll continue to be on that bleeding edge. There's another press release today came out along that line. So leading edge, and if somebody wants to live a long time on a battery, that's here. And if they want to do that and have a very nice ML workload, that's possible. And then the scalability, because even within the same footprint, people can put on their board, they can put any one of our chips in the exact same footprint, so they can scale the memory, the peripherals, the number of cores, and not have to redesign the hardware. So scalability is a big one. Yeah.
And then you can, in terms of evaluation, you just need to download the one board. They'll give you everything you need, and you've got a whole bunch of stuff you can then download from the website and go and play and plug it in and see where it leads you.
Yep, and you can get these results for yourself, measure power, all those type of things.
Yeah, excellent. Mark, thank you very much. Have a great show. We'll see you soon.
Hey, yo, where my engineers at?